92.1 WROU, Dayton's R&B leader, and of course, your station keeping you connected with health and wellness right here in the Miami Valley. 20 years of the African American Wellness Walk, and we're walking because walking is healthy and we're walking for wellness. It's the African American Wellness Walk, and it takes a different step this year. It goes virtual, and we've been speaking to individuals who are in the planning stages, have been a part of the planning stages, but more importantly, are with Premier Health. And that gives us a great opportunity to welcome Stacy Lawson from Premier Health. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us, Faith.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you do for Premier.
I am the Vice President of Human Resources, and in that role, I work with our employees in creating just an amazing employee experience. So that has been my role with Premier, and I've been with Premier about 22 or 23 years. I had a count in my mind how long I had been here. So in that, I have been in human resources and diversity and inclusion as well.
Well, one of the things about this particular event, not only is it celebrating 20 years, it takes it to another level because our new normal is virtual. So, with this experience, what can our virtual walkers expect and how can they get engaged?
You know what? I am so excited about this year, Faith. Let me tell you, one of the things that we had to reimagine the walk, and this period of time has provided us an opportunity to just recalibrate and reset, and really take a look at how we wanted to reimagine the walk. Not having the walk was not an option, so we knew that we wanted to do the walk, but it was how could we safely do the walk? Throughout this time, here's what we have all come to realize is that we've had an opportunity to recalibrate about what's important, what's not important. You all have likely seen many people out casually walking. And so we said, if others are out casually walking and you're seeing that more and more, then how can we leverage that as well? So what we really wanted to do is to be intentional about walking for healthcare disparities, walking for African Americans and the health outcomes that we're trying to create in building a healthy community for all of the individuals that we serve. And so, what's different about this walk is you can do the walk in your leisure. You can walk with your dog, you can walk with your children, you can walk with your friends, you can walk with your family. And I'll tell you something that's really huge about it. I'm getting like super excited about it, the more I'm talking about it. We have gone outside of the walls of Dayton, Ohio. We have gone outside of the walls of this state of Ohio, and we are now in 33 different states because walking is something that you can do virtually, and you can do it in connection with others without being physically present with others. And so we're just really excited about it. You can walk throughout a 2-week time frame anytime from August 3rd through August 14th. And throughout that time frame, individuals will have an opportunity to walk a 5K. We're also asking that individuals, in the spirit of social justice, they can walk 8.46 miles. And I don't know if I'm going to do 8.46. I've been challenged to do it, and whenever I'm challenged, I always rise to the occasion. But nonetheless, I think it's really important that we are walking for healthcare disparities, social justice. And when you think about some of the disparities that we have, they are prevalent and they are significant. And the pandemic also illuminated that for us as well. So this allowed for us to really think about the health of our communities and the social determinants of health in creating healthier outcomes for all of those that we serve.
And you have to admit that everybody that is served by the African American Wellness Walk, it has leveraged itself to create a wonderful, wonderful array of diversity because you see people from all over the Miami Valley coming together to walk with the African American Wellness Walk, which tells me that it is a health issue that not only just African Americans acknowledge it, but other communities acknowledge it as well and come together to bring that vision, the mission to life so that we can let this step be our first step. Whether you're saying it's August, I can let it slide till December. Absolutely, you cannot. We do not need to wait for New Year's Eve to start something new and be able to branch out. And the walking piece, I love it because you have offered several levels of walking. You can connect with people in other cities, in other pieces, in other parts of the United States. And the connection of social justice really took it to another level this year. I love the lunch buddy walking piece of it. And that's what I call it, as the lunch buddy, because there are individuals that may not have shown up on site with us. There are individuals that may not understood exactly how important this is to creating a wellness routine. But if you walk through the office, if you are blessed enough to be back in your office and say, hey, friends, let's all log on, let's get signed up, and let's walk to the corner and back today. Let's lap the parking lot 6 times today, 7 times tomorrow, and then be able to keep account of that. What an amazing thing you've started, because you've gotten some people who are very, very uh, chair to office desk to the copier, very regimented in what they do, and walking is not a part of it. But this is a wonderful way to engage a variety of groups of people that will take this to a whole new level this year. And the excitement is only building.
Yes, you know what? I agree. Something that you said, Faith, that I want to hone in on, and you set up a walking routine. Whereas if in previous years and in different walks, it is normally an event, it's an activity, it is a one-day point in time. We are really focusing on creating a lifestyle change. And if you think about it, normally, people will say, I missed the walk. Well, you don't have to miss this walk. You don't have to miss this walk. And what you also said that resonated with me is that a lot of times we wait until a New Year's resolution. No,
That's right.
we're talking about creating a new you every day, a new you every day, and reinventing a new you every day. And we're doing that through the African American Wellness Walk. We would encourage people to continue beyond the time frame because, if you think about it, research says, and this is debatable, whether or not it takes 21 days or 3 weeks to create a
That's
habit.
right. To
So,
build a
this
great
is
habit
something.
or break a bad one.
Exactly. So this is something that we can extend. We can just keep going and going and going and going, so that we are creating a lifestyle around it, so that it transcends beyond an activity or an event. Because if you think about it, our health matters, and so we've heard so much about, what matters during this time. Our health matters. Our health matters. We need to be here for someone else, and this walk provides the avenue for us to prioritize our health and prioritize our connections with one another as well.
And another challenge is the fact that COVID-19 is affecting the African American community in a way that we can only explain by underlying health issues. With that being the case, walking is a great way to get your blood pressure under control, to get your weight down. Not only that, expand on your lung capacity and build on some things that will help you begin to put a better shape on your health and wellness. And I don't mean physically the shape of it, I mean really let it take shape. Lose the weight, lower your blood pressure, increase your lung capacity, give yourself an opportunity to become healthier and build your immune system. Yes, it is a walk, it's virtual. It is catering to the African American community to pay attention to the health disparities that exist in our community, but it's also a way to fight off some of these amazing viruses that are developing, seems like every single day, that you can do this small thing
Mm-hmm.
that will put you in a better place. Definitely. If you notice along the bottom of our screen, we've put up the website where you can sign up yourself, your group, your church members, your family. It's easy to do. Runsignup.com/2020 AAWW. When you log on, it is so simple to just get signed up. And beginning August 3rd through the 14th is when it's going to happen. But everybody wants to know, what's the payoff? It's August the 15th, the virtual party where we're going to celebrate our great work.
Absolutely. And one of the things that you've said, Faith, I appreciate your energy around this so much. Um, when you think about the effect of the pandemic, and the significance that that has had on the African American community, you can just put an explanation point right there, all in and of itself. So much so that our governor created a minority health strike task force to address the healthcare disparities. What was encouraging was that Premier Health had long been doing a lot of work in addressing healthcare disparities in with respect to a number of the programs that we have in place. And when you think about the walk, so it is important for us to acknowledge that African Americans have some conditions that predispose us to
Absolutely.
higher rates of disparities and in contracting of the virus itself. And that was a moment of pause. It was a moment of pause because, and I want to address something if I can for a moment. I recall being in some settings where some individuals said, that they did not think that this was something that African Americans could contract at one point. Um,
I remember that. I
you
remember
remember
that.
that? You remember that? And it was, oh no, this is African Americans are immune to it. And as the days progressed, and as the research continued to you know come out, that was not entirely the case. African Americans have been disproportionately impacted, as have Latinos. And so I think it's really important for us to say, okay, our health matters right now.
That's right.
And let's put a stake in this. Let us be intentional about walking to improve our health. Let us reduce our numbers. Let us improve health outcomes. And let us send a message to the future generation around this as well. So I'm excited about this. And at the same time, I feel that there is a compelling need for us to do this. While I would love to tell you that, yes, it's fun and it's exciting. Um,
Yes,
our health matters, our life matters. And so every
absolutely.
step that we are taking is critical to the life that we breathe each and every day.
And one of the things that we have got to remember, it's a simple thing to do. All you have to do is log on and get signed up and encourage your family members, encourage your church members. Just because we can't physically be together, we can still do this great work that is going to help impact our communities long after the virtual walk is over. You see the website right there on the bottom of your screen. Log on, get signed up today, read all of the information there because the connection of the African American Wellness Walk with social justice this year absolutely warms a place in all of our hearts because of what we're seeing every day, because of what we're going through every day, for us to have an arm that reaches out to that and speaks to that is absolutely wonderful. And you should feel empowered by that to be able to say, I can do my part. Everybody can't do everything, but everybody can do something. And this is a way for our community to come together and make those steps together or apart. Just make them. Stacey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Faith. And we look forward to seeing you as part of the virtual walk as well.
Absolutely. Our entire families, although we can't be together, our radio families are scattered literally all over the Miami Valley. And we're excited about being a part of this year and being able to really challenge each other and challenge other people. Because I tell you, it's a difficult thing the way we have had to be apart from people that we see every
Mhm.
single day and
Mhm.
interact with people every single day. And people think, well, you guys are on the radio. It sounds so much fun. It's a little harder when you're in a room by yourself and you don't have your coworkers popping in and you can't bounce an idea off of someone to actually physically be with them. It makes it hard. But this is a way that we can all walk for a great cause together and really come out better on the other side. And that is
Absolutely.
the goal.
Thank you so much, Faith.
It's our pleasure. And we're encouraging you to click the link and sign up. It's just that easy. African American Wellness Walk presented by Premier. It's the 20th year celebration. You can't miss this. We're going to an entirely new level and we want to take you with us. Thank you, Stacy, for joining us and all of our friends and partners that are participating with the African American Wellness Walk. And thank you for joining us. I'm Faith Daniels. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Faith.